Morning 2. We are letting the sun hit us right now. It just came over the mountain, and tell you what, you never really appreciate the sun until you really need it to just warm up, to warm you up. But we elected to just stay here this morning instead of going out because we think we're going to move. Well, we're totally out of water, so we're going to move lower. And we want to wait till the thermal switch before we start diving down. So decided to, since we're still a day out from season, take it easy, enjoy this beautiful sun coming up over the mountain right now, and we're going to pack up camp, head over the other side of the mountain from where we came, and there's a creek at the bottom here, and there's a bunch of little meadows that kind of connect along the creek, so we really have a feeling that that's where elk are going to be. It's like a high creek. I mean, it's at like 10,000, I think. So we're at like 10.7 now, so it's not that bad. The hardest part was over, which was yesterday morning getting up here. So we'll pack our stuff up, go down, probably get some water and breakfast because we're out of water. We used our last little bit to make a cup of coffee this morning to warm us up. It was definitely cold last night, super cold. It's about 9 a.m. I think it's finally hot enough for the thermals to be going the other way. So we're gonna head down off this mountain here to this big drainage, and there's a creek down there. We're in serious need of water. We still need breakfast. Yeah, it's prevailing, but they're going up at least. Yeah, so we just did some yoga stretching. You can make fun of us, but it helps. I'm not gonna lie, especially when you're tight and dehydrated. So time to get moving. We made it to the bottom, and it was a lot further than we thought, but we found really good hunting sign. So let's see, how far was it? Tracker, 1.36 miles. Elevation. We are at 10,000, a little lower. Feels great too. I can tell a big difference between 11 and 10.
Breathing.
We are going to probably get a lot of water, get some food, and lay in this sun and sleep, maybe, for a little bit. And then explore around here in a bit. But it's only 11 o'clock, so. Woo! How we doing, everybody? Day 2. It's about 3 p.m. Thursday, October 11th. Or, I'm sorry, Friday, October 11th. We are one day out from opening day, so tomorrow morning's opening day. So we climbed off the mountain, like I said earlier, and got down to some water and just kind of laid around for a while, and went and scouted, put a plan together for the morning to basically get back up to the meadows. It's kind of like timber mixed in with open spots. It's not real open, but there's a lot of fresh sign. We saw a scrape that had to be done today. Lots of piles of poop that were definitely from today. They were still wet and not frozen in the shade, which means they had to be pretty fresh. So yeah, we're gonna go up and hit that in the morning. Probably go out here and scout a little bit this evening, just glass the meadows that we can see and see if anything comes out down low here. And hopefully we can get onto them tomorrow. So we are now about 5 miles from the truck. It's gonna be a hellacious pack out if we do get something over here, but you gotta go where the elk are. So it's Friday evening. We're tucked in here to the side of the hill, prepared to glass until dark. We have a game plan for tomorrow, but we just want to see if anything moves down into these meadows this evening that are just really 100, 200 yards from camp. So just taking it easy. We're gonna make a big push in the morning, so we'll see if anything comes by. It's opening morning. We're set up on the hill here. We walked up probably about halfway up the drainage. We don't want to go too far up because thermals are blowing down. So we're set up waiting for stuff to try to feed out of the timber through the meadows. We can glass up high. So we just had to move because as the sun came up, we realized that our vantage point wasn't as good as we thought. So we'll see if anything feeds out here. Well, we got skunked this morning, so the sun's up and we're enjoying a nice breakfast and debating what the hell we're going to do now. So we can watch the meadow that we really wanted to watch. No action. It's still a little early, but there's sun beaming down on that meadow now, so odds are they're not going to be out there anymore today. So most likely we're going to push to the top, get a little bit closer to the truck, but we'll see. We got time to debate. We got horses on the trail as we're packing out here. I think they're going to let us pass. That one's a mule. How you doing, horsey? Didn't expect to see you all out here. You seen any elk? Y'all seen any elk? So we left our camp at 10,000 and we're at about 10,400 already actually, and just passed a bunch of horses and we need to get to almost 11,000. So we have a climb. We are fully loaded with water and these packs are heavy. Ain't they, Clay? Yeah. And we got a steep climb through timber and blow down on 3-day-old legs, so it's gonna be fun. We got camp set up, and we're going to glass now. We're at like 11,200 feet. See the setup behind Clay there. Not too bad. And we're right on the horizon, which is nice. So we get a little bit of sunlight, but we're gonna go hit these meadows. We set up about 300 yards from these meadows that we want to glass and set up for tomorrow morning as well. But ideally, we're just gonna go shoot an elk tonight. So we'll let you know when that happens. So we're moving up here to try to get up here to the edge of this meadow. We should be able to glass the whole thing. The wind's kind of blowing behind us, so it should just blow back towards our camp. And anything approaching from the other side, we should be able to get. So go up here to the edge and glass real good before we move out.
So we're set up here on this meadow, and it's about 5:30. We're only about 300 yards from camp, but we've walked all day, literally, to get to this meadow. So we got good wind, high hopes. So let's hope it all comes together tonight.
Oh my God. Oh my God. Let's just wait. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh shit. You were pulling up your gun to see if you could shoot that. That was perfect. He smelled us. Did you see him stop a little far back? That's alright. We got time. He did. He stomped his fucking foot. Oh man. Oh my God. Oh, I told you it was gonna fucking happen tonight. Oh my goodness. Yes, I filmed it. I'm pretty sure. Let me see it.
Put the hammer on him. He came out from what? 40 yards. We heard something over there the whole time. We knew something was going to happen. We're going to go check for blood. So we walked up here, and we got one little speck of blood where the shot hit. So we know he hit him. Clay thinks he might have hit him a little far back. We don't want to push too far into the woods. We're going to try to give him some time. I marked the blood on Onyx. Need to mark it with something else. Hey, Clay. Go get, or stand here and I'll go get my tripod and set it up right here. So we can mark this location.
Okay. So we got back to camp. I started a little fire here because Clay shot a nice elk. And it happened fast, didn't it?
It happened really fast.
So I sat and told the story about how it can all change in a moment, and because I'm not gonna lie, both of our spirits were down. We've been putting on a lot of miles, and
We talked about Chick-fil-A a lot.
we talked a lot about Chick-fil-A, which we can still probably get some Chick-fil-A on Monday. But anyways, you know, when I shot my 8-point last year in West Virginia, it happened at the very end of the night after a very taxing season, and it was literally at last light, and it just, within, you know, a few minutes, everything changed. Well, this was even faster.
Yeah.
Why don't you explain?
So, found this awesome pine tree in the end of the meadow that we could see all the way to the other end. It was about 210 yards, I think, from one end to the other. And we'd been glassing it all evening. And I had my scope turned up because I was expecting a 200-yard shot. Well, about 5-10 minutes before we were going to pull out, nice elk jumped out of the woods 40-50 yards from us.
Yeah.
And backing up about 10 seconds, I said, I'm not even sure I can see to shoot at this point.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna pull my gun up.
Yeah, literally, you're pulling your gun up to see if we could see. We had no shooting light.
And he hopped out, and he winded us immediately.
I instantly was going, Clay, shoot that elk, Clay, shoot that elk. And he says, is it legal? I said, yeah, shoot that elk.
Yeah, it happened really, really quick, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Hopefully we get some results in the morning.
So we found blood.
Found blood.
We found 2 drops of blood, literally. And because his scope was zoomed in and it all happened fast, it was low light, we're not totally sure. We decided to just, as hard as it is, back out. So we're back at camp. We're just gonna wait tonight and sleep in until the sun comes up tomorrow morning, and go see if we can track him, and hopefully there's a dead elk at the end of the trail. So
let's pray.
Either way, it was good.
Yeah.
It was a good evening. Spirits are
tough
definitely
weather.
lifted. So we're gonna make some dinner, enjoy this fire, and go to bed. And catch y'all in the morning.
All right, it's Sunday, second day of the season. It's been 12 hours since Clay took a shot at that bull. We got a good night's rest. It's a lot warmer today. Still cold. Still below freezing last night for sure, but a lot warmer than 0 or 10 or whatever it's been the last couple nights. So we are getting the essentials put in our pack, and we're gonna go track this elk and see if we can't find him.
No. So there he is. He didn't go but 50 yards, not one drop of blood. And yeah. Little 4x3. Clay's happy. I'm happy. We're gonna try to move him around here and get him quartered up and get him off the mountain. So, as we were reviewing video here on our little break, I realized that whenever we were approaching the elk this morning, that I had it on time lapse. So it well, I can show you a really fast paced video of us approaching the elk, but long story short, we got up this morning at like 7 when the sun came up, and got dressed and walked out to find first blood. And other than the 2 drops that we marked last night, there was absolutely no blood, was there?
Which was the size of a pencil eraser.
Yeah, 2
Yeah.
tiny drops.
That's it.
And so
It's like chasing the trail.
yeah, we could see where he kind of, you know, hauled ass up the trail a little bit, and we got maybe 25 yards in the timber, and you could just smell elk. And Clay looked over and said, "There he is." And then we both did a little leap of joy and a hug, and you know, all this hard work came to fruition at that point. But I really wish I'd been able to get that on video, and I'm really disappointed that this GoPro, which is super finicky for anybody that uses GoPros.
In
But,
short, I looked like a kid in Christmas.
Yeah,
So.
yeah. But that elk didn't go but what, 50 yards
50
from where you
yards.
shot him. It was
Yeah.
a 48-yard shot,
Double lung,
double lung,
a little bit of liver.
perfect shot. Yeah. And I mean, he dropped, but there was not a speck of blood. He did not bleed at all. So, I mean, if he'd gone farther, it'd have been really, really tough to find that animal. Fortunately, you can smell an elk when they're close by. So, he laid all night. He was fine. And yeah. But really wish we got that video. But oh well. You know, it's part of the filming and hunting and a lot of things going on at once. Especially the emotion as well when it all comes to fruition. So, but long story short, Clay put on a hell of a shot. Couldn't be more proud of my hunting partner. So
Yeah, I was a little disappointed in not turning the scope back, but
yeah.
that's a lesson learned.
Hey, double long. You don't get much better
Well,
than
I
that.
started the hind quarter and just kind of swung in, and I said, "That looks about right." It was just all brown. It looks about right.
Yeah, but he went down. So
Yeah.
all right, we're gonna get back to this pack out. All right, we're getting loaded up. Clay's got 2 quarters. I got 2 quarters and the rest of the meat. So we got all the meat in one trip. And I know I have well over 100 pounds on my back.
Yeah.
So this ought to be an interesting trip.
Heavy.
But here, Clay, take this GoPro and shine it on my pack. This Stone Glacier, I gotta give this Stone Glacier some credit. Because I got 2 quarters on the load shelf. And then I got the tenderloin and the rest of the meat inside the pack wrapped up. And I mean, it's heavy, but it's setting good. So, we'll see. Here we go. Whew, she's heavy. Beautiful view. Glad we're getting off this mountain now. Even though we got to come back up for camp. First break here. We're gonna attempt to get up here. See how that goes. All right,
You ready?
I'm ready.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh man. All right, and we're up. Man, for anybody who hasn't packed out an elk before, use 3 people, not 2. Downhill doesn't take as much effort, but it sure does hard on your legs, knees, and feet. So we are about a mile down the mountain right now, a little over a mile, and it's intense. Definitely pushing to around 100% of physical limits here. And if you ever want to figure out how tough you are, DIY public land Colorado elk hunting, first rifle. It's the real deal.
This is supposed to be vacation.
yeah. So since we have all the meat, as we've got a mile over the hill, we're talking about maybe just getting off and going to get an ice, which I think is probably the most important thing, is getting this meat on ice here. And plus maybe, we're definitely staying in town tonight, so getting a hotel room and then packing up real early in the morning back to the top of this mountain and grabbing camp and the elk head at least. So I'm glad we got all the meat, but it is a lot. It hurts. So we'll see. We got about 2 more miles to go. It should be another interesting 2 miles. And we'll see how it goes. Well, we made it to the bottom at least. I still probably have another, I don't know, 1/4 to half a mile for the road. But we're at the bottom. So that's one good news. We stopped to get some water. Clay brought his filter. Thank God I didn't, because we are fresh out. He's brought a liter to drink. Thanks, buddy. The load didn't get any lighter, that's for sure. Whew. So, we're almost there. Well, we made it to the bottom. 3.5 miles. 3.5 the most brutal miles I've ever walked in my life. Now I gotta walk another half mile to the truck, but at least it's not with a pack. So we're gonna go get the truck, meet Clay, head into town, and that's a wrap for today. Whew. Well, it's Monday, October 14th. Clay and I are heading out here out of this backcountry road. We got up from the hotel bed this morning, which was really nice, and drove all the way back in here and parked at 8,000 feet, and then hiked up to 11,200 feet to our camp and got all of our camp stuff and the elk head, or Clay's elk head, which is the only thing that we had left yesterday that was up on the mountain. And we are officially on our way home, our maiden voyage home. So it's been a good 5 days now we've been out here, and we've logged around 15 to 20 miles at least, and we've traversed over 15,000 vertical feet. Our feet are shot. I mean, I tell you, if I had to pick one thing that hurt the most, it would definitely be my feet. Good boots or not, it's just a lot of pounding and down mountains, side hilling and losing footing, coming through scree fields. It's just nasty. So we're really happy to be going home. Really happy that the way everything ended, and yeah, couldn't ask for a better time. You want to, like Clay said earlier to me, if you want to really test yourself physically and mentally, go chase elk in Colorado on public land by yourself. Do it DIY style. If you want to really know what you're made of, that'll tell you for sure. So, until next time.